I remember that day. we enter one is a restaurant to eat, and they served us food, and there was this ceiling fan there. So we forgot about every other thing, and we were looking at the fan because that would be the first time we see electricity. My sister looked at me one day when I told him that I'll be coming into the ministry. That was the time that I was coming into the ministry. He looked at me and he said that you are going to Messiah. I said, yes. Going to Messiah? I said, yes. He said, you? I said, don't call me. I said, yes. He said, you have not constructed sentence in English without blunders. And she was right. My background was so rough. I was a fighter. I was a lot of things.
Welcome to another episode of The Experience, where we bring our guests to share the experiences they had about their lives. And my name is Bamike and I have here with me
Odeyoyin, Emmanuel.
And we have a special guest in our midst. He's a father in the drama world, a father to many, a father in faith. And we are pleased to welcome Daddy Femi Akintunde now. Mr. Kamsa.
Well, thank you very much. God bless you.
Can we get a brief introduction about yourself?
I am Femi Akintunde from Zion Ministries International, based in Ibadan. Married to my beautiful wife, and I'm married to Spinach with 3 children.
Okay, and Daddy, can you tell us about your background, sir? Was it that smooth? Were you born with silver spoon? Were you born into this rich family where everything just goes smoothly?
Okay. I was born in an hamlet, but now in town. Glory be to God for that. I am from the Kwabo, who are our local governments, Okyobo side, by the special grace of God. My background, talking about my background was not smooth like other people. Taking a look at where I was born itself, so we know that my background is not all that very smooth. I attended local authority primary school in Kwabo. So after my primary education, I thought it would be a way of escape, so that I would be exposed to city life, so to say. But it was that time before I finished my primary education that this governor of Oyo State then came to our place to come and build a secondary school for us. So, and that one was a community grammar school in Tiko and Go. So I finished my education. Let me tell you, there's some of my background. So we are in that place we are the mercies of youth corpus, because there was no teacher. Okay. So anytime that they post a teacher there, that teacher will come for a week, and the teacher went on the way. Some few waited and stayed with us, and we were there. We were just roughing everything together. To the extent that there was a time they are teaching us English with Yoruba. So how terrible my background was. And in the secondary school, we don't have the same thing, no facility. I've never seen any laboratory, nothing. So we're just there. So by the grace of God, after my secondary education, to my parents at that time, because I told them I would be relocating to Shaki. Shaki is a little bit civilized at that time than where I was. So that's the school, a particular school in Shaki that I was just looking at. That if I was opportune to come to Shaki, I will attend Baptist High School. But alas, secondary school came, and my parents was like, she means school is too. So I attended that, and I I move on. So after the completion of my education, my secondary education, I came to Shaki. So there was no school again. Except you get to either your Shaki or Ishain. No, Ishain, no. Ishain, only secondary school. So, but there was one powerful secondary school, they say, we call it IDGS, is Shane Dispute Grammar School. That one also was very, very okay. So that was how my background was. And after the completion of my secondary education, I came finally to Shaki, and I was able to attend the Fictional Teachers College, Abadaogun, Shaki. I think I should let you know something. Let me, on a lighter mood, there was this time in they posted somebody that understand French. I was teaching out French. So there was a competition in Ibadan. So for French students. So, and the coach he taught us drama, how to have drama in French. And we came for the presentation. So that that was the first time I would travel from my village to Ibadan. So, and it was a lot of experience. So we came, and I remember that day, we enter one, is a restaurant to eat, and they served us food, and there was this ceiling fan there. So we forgot about every other thing, and we were looking at the fan, because that would be the first time we see electricity. That would be the first time we will see electricity. So we're looking at the fan, and it was a magic to us. But they gave us cold water. Then it was this ice water, not the sake water like we have in Snap. So, and it was a tub of water. It was too cold for us, and it was like, what is all this? So we came, and we went back. We took ninth position. I remember very well. Out of we are many. We are very, very many. So, and that would be the first time I would see white men. First time. And we were looking at them like no man's business. So, the time to present the drama, I was the one that is taking the lead role, that took the lead role in that drama. So, the time to present the drama, I came on stage. And as I got to the stage, I forgot completely. They asked. I remember the man called me back. It takes guy to call me back to the backstage. I went back to the backstage and he told me, don't look at their faces, look at their head. So I started looking at their head, and that was why we were able to present the drama successfully. And we took ninth position, and we went back to our base in Ibikargo, and they celebrated us as if we have gone to London. So because that would be the set of people, for the very first time we are traveling. We have some people that have been visiting Lagos Ibadan before, but to some of us, that would be the first time we travel. So they declare holiday for us, those people that travel for the grab. They said we should stay at home for 1 week. That's very like that. So that is my background.
So before we dive in deeply, I'm curious, sir.
Okay.
Somebody that was taught English with Yoruba, and I've been opportunity to be on set with you a quite number of time, and I can imagine how you speak English fluently. So how do you go about that, sir?
So let me tell you that it is God. It is God all the way. Because it was terrible to the extent that my siblings, especially my sister looked at me one day when I told him that I'll be coming into the ministry. That was the time that I was coming into the ministry. He looked at me and he said that they are going to Messiah. And I said, yes. Going to Nazareth? I said, yes. He said, no. We said, God called you. I said, yes. He said, you cannot construct a sentence in English without blunders. And she was right. So when I was in Kaduna, I received a letter and I saw that letter. So I went for his work. So I took the letter and I went to Prayer Mountain. We call it COULDN Mountain in Kaduna. So I went to that mountain. I was there for put it this. And I spread the letter and I told God, this is what's a letter that they wrote to you. So Father, please prove yourself. So God honored that prayer. To the extent that even our friends that we graduated together from the same secondary school, when they see me today, they think that after the teachers college, I went to university for my degree. So that one did not happen. So that is the God just took Uma from there. So then God taught me something. So anybody that speak good English, if I hear, I will put it at that. So I begin to observe the way people are speaking and all that. And I begin to develop myself by reading some. I'm listening in a bit of reading, but I started reading. I began to gain some little English. So when my children were in primary school, I learned a lot from them.
Wow.
I learned a lot from them. Right? They will not know that I'm learning. And whenever they are speaking, I made our home to be very, very conducive. So if I speak bad English, my children will correct me. And I was okay. How best can we correct this? From there, God was polishing my English.
All right.
So the one that I have.
That's it. So how was salvation like? There was once to hear about your salvation experience.
My salvation experience. I gave my life to Jesus while I was in the teachers' college. So while I was in the teachers' college, not per se. When I was going to teachers' college, my sister has been to that school before. So he has graduated many years before I. So when I want to enter into that school, so he discussed with people, from he discussed with his sister. And I was handed over to that sister. She was one of our seniors. Handed over to that sister. That sister is a child of God. So was a child. She was a child of God. And so I was following her to the fellowship. So I began to have a change of mind because my background was so rough. I was a fighter. I was a lot of things. And that was why that was what prompted my sister to hand me over to that sister. So that sister was monitoring me, and I was having this kind of a change of heart. But I have never confessed Jesus as my personal Lord and Savior. But people began to see some changes in my life until one day. One day, there was these two seniors that are executive in the fellowship. So, I don't want to mention it because they are still alive. So, the brother, in quotes, brought that sister to the boys' hostel. And in the boys' hostel, there's no secret. So anything that you will know, or except you are not around. So she brought that sister to the boys' hostel and they slept together. And I vowed that if this is how they practice Christianity, so what I be praising all this why so that went full-fledged back to the whatever. So and I was there like that. There's nobody who confront me with Jesus, you are done for. Not that I will even fight you. So that is the kind of experience. So I was like that until I finished the teacher's college. Finishing the teacher's college, I continued my life, my wayward life. So I will travel to some other towns around us to help anything because we are just there. On the 6th of October, 1991. So, ministry came down from Kaduna. They came all the way from Kaduna to Shaki to stage a crusade. They call it Liberty Crusade. So they started 1st of October. So we were invited because they were living in our house. They have a member in our house that has been telling us about Jesus before. So when these people came, that woman just told them about us, that it has been on us for a while. And they started coming to tell us about Jesus again as usual. So myself, I'm one of my cousins that we were living together. So we are just, we did not want to listen to them. So they invited us for the Liberty Crusade. So the first day, I went with one of my girlfriends. So we started at the back, and the program was on. So they made altar call, and that lady answered altar call first day. So I lost that. So, I was like, I did a replacement for her. Because that night we went back home, she said she's for Christ. So I left in Ananias. So I was looking for another one. So there was this on the 6th. I refused to go, the other ones. So on the 6th, which is supposed to be the last day, there was a church very close to the crusade ground. They were doing this choir, what would they call it? Concerts. They are doing choir concert. So I felt that is the proper place for me to get another one, a replacement of the one that I lost. So I went there and I was there. I was there as they are singing. I was looking at their faces. I was looking everywhere. I was looking for the best catch, not the night. So all of a sudden, I had something inside of me that I should get up from there and go to that crusade. I said, wow, no, I can't do that. So I was there. I was arguing with that. To cut the long story short, the voice of God overpowered my own resistance. So I got up. As I got up, I got to the doorstep to step out and start going. Then this rain came. And I said, why? God, you see that there was rain. So I went back. I was doing what I was doing. At a point, the rain stopped. And when the rain stopped, that voice came again. So I don't have option at that time. I rushed out. So because of the previous rain, they couldn't hold the it's supposed to be an open air crusade. They had the program inside the own classroom of the school. So I entered and I was listening to the message. The message that the text was taken from Genesis chapter 1. So, and the core verse was that God said, let there be light, and that is verse 3. God said that let there be light, and there was light. And the preacher was preaching powerfully, and I didn't know what happened to me. I just saw myself getting up from my seat, and I was weeping. I was moving to the altar. They have not called the altar, made the altar fall at all. I was going to the altar weeping. So I got there, I broke down. So, and that was how I was arrested by the Lord Jesus Christ.
That's a very wonderful, inspiring story, sir. Thank you, God bless you. While you were talking, I remember one song, and I think it's where we, the new generation, should learn from our father. And the lyrics say, I can tell you the time, I can show you the place where the Lord saved me by His grace. Many of us claim to be saved, but is the topic for another day. So I want to ask you about this we are talking about. After your salvation, at what point did the Lord call you? And you and how was it with God? Was it that really smooth, like just my son go and?
It was not smooth at all. I remember the friends were calling me, friends were visiting me, old friends. So the first thing that happened was that there was a girl that I've been running after since when we were in school. So after my salvation experience, she just emerged one Sunday, and I came to her house. We was cooking, doing a lot of things, and it came to me to tell me that you have been asking me out since all these years. I am on yours. So that was a terrible temptation for me as a young believer. So I ran to the toilets to pray, and I came back. I looked straight into her eyes, and I told her that I am for Christ now. I brought out tracts, help from above. So I gave it to her, and I told her that this is what I used to entertain my visitors now. And she said something. When we bet with the babe. Ha! So one of the things that we remember later, that means the devil will soon give his life to Jesus.
Wow.
Okay? So, and she left in annoyance. So when I saw the temptation was coming, and my parents, my siblings, they do not understand me. So I have to run from Shaki to Kaduna. So, because the people that preach the gospel to me, that staged the crusade, Liberty Crusade, 1991, they are in Kaduna. So I was in Kaduna from 1992. So while I was in Kaduna, I know that God was calling me into drama ministry. I was the drama coordinator of that same church in Kaduna. So I was writing to Monzain every year, and they will reply my message, my letter. They will send my letter. They will attach the form for the institute. They will attach it. I will fill the form. I'll be hoping that I will get money. So at the end of the day, I will not get the money. Year 1 went by, year 2, year 3, but I kept on open until 1997. So 1997, I came to Mazan Institute of Christian Drama to answer my call. And when I got there, they said there's no more time, there's no more space for a membership again. So I started praying. I was praying. That's it.
All right. Thank you, sir. Please, can you give an advice to anybody out there that is inspired to be like that Femi Akintunde as we're rounding up the time?
All right. Don't be like Femi Akintunde. It's better you be like Jesus, because we are all followers of Jesus. Like Apostle Paul said, he said, um, he said you should follow him as he is following Christ. So anything aside following Christ is no more is no more following. It's another thing. So I would advise people that are looking forward to be like Femi Akintunde that you should not be like Femi Akintunde. Let us all be like Jesus.
Thank you, sir, for having you. It's an honor to have you on this interview. Thank you so much. My name still remains Bamike, and
I am Odeyoyin Emmanuel.
thank you. And we will expect you to watch another episode of The Experience.